The captain of the Ghana Black Stars is already in town, preparing for the World Cup, which is 15 days away. Kickoff Qatar versus Ecuador on the 20th of November. Today, we're going to look at the Ghana Black Stars list that was called up and look to trim it down to the possible 26. I'll be focusing on the players that could possibly miss out from the various positions. We'll be looking at it and give you my thoughts on who I think will be removed. Remember, 26 is the final squad. Otuado named 55, meaning as many as 29 players from this list will miss out. Will they travel also with the team? Will they also be in Doha for that pre-game camping before the list is made official? The final 26, I mean. We'll talk about all that today. As usual, subscribe if you have not. Click on the notification bell to get more updates. Before I get right into it, I'm sure you've seen it probably on the community tab already. We've been nominated for the YouTube Creator Awards, the Ghana edition, as one of the best sports content creators out there. I know you'd like us to win. This award is yours, possible because of you and your support. Kindly vote with this link I'll leave as a first comment pinned here. Yesterday, when I was talking about the players that had missed out on the Ghana team that I was surprised by, I think I missed out a couple of names, which I think I'll hit on before talking about those I feel will miss out on the final 26. Another player who I thought should have been in there, Bernard Tekbete, doing well with Ludogorets. 8 goals he has scored so far this season. Now, Tekbete is not in the team of 55 players, which begs the question, is it possible that he would be included in the final 26? No, the final 26 will be picked from this pool of players. I have to say, some of the names in there, Edmond Dadu, for example, who has not played in a really long while for Sheriff Tiraspol, really kind of surprises me. I think Tekbete has done enough, scored enough goals. Of all our strikers, he has scored more than the highest goal scorer named in the team, which is Iñaki Williams, 5 goals. He has scored 8 goals. So I think Tekbete not being in there sort of gives us a big headache there. Kwabena also, when I talked about the 3 players who should be in the Ghana national team, Kwabena also was one of them. Karabagman, who is doing well with them. Otuado probably does not see him fitting in his plans. We don't know the full reason why, but it's remiss that he's not going to be in Qatar. Another one was Abdul Aziz Yakubu, who is with Rio Ave in Portugal. He's also doing quite well. Kind of surprised he did not make it. Has been on the score sheets a couple of times this season. He is also one who missed out on the team that I did not understand. We will not get the explanations. These are the 55 players, and some names in there are quite shocking in my opinion. But it's what Otuado has settled on, what the technical team, the management committee of the Black Stars, all we can do now is probably support them and hope that we do well in Qatar. Let's get right into the players who I think will miss out of this 55. And it's going to be a tough call for the coach to make because he will have to remove 29 players, which is why I'm not a big fan of this provisional list. I prefer you name your final if it's 23, then you put some players on standby without officially naming them, and then you trim it down later on. The problem with this 55 is that you not even have the chance to play them, and Otuado did not use the chance to even allow some of them to get playing time. So how do you judge their ability and contribution to the national team? And this World Cup, the way it is, you will not be able to play any of them in any friendly match. There's just one friendly match a week to the kickoff of Ghana's first game. So how do you assess them? Is it in training or what? It's a tough call, and I would not want to be in Otuado's position to trim it down to 26. So the 29 players I've attempted to trim it down from. These are the players I feel will miss out on Qatar 2022. Let's get right into it. For the goalkeepers, by FIFA regulations and the rules of the tournament, 3 goalkeepers are allowed for each team, and we named 5 goalkeepers in the provisional 55. Danlad Ibrahim, I think, will not make it. Lawrence Atizigi as well will not make it. These are the two I feel will not make it, owing to the fact that for Dan Lad, he does not have the experience, and the World Cup is a big stage. Those who are proving themselves in the qualifying phases and friendlies are the three goalkeepers there in Richard Ofori, Jojo Walcott, and Manaf Nuruddin. So I think Atizigi as well has had his chance, could not prove himself. Some would say he's been unlucky when playing for Ghana, but that is what we base it on, and those two will miss out. For the defenders, a large pool of defenders was caught up, and cutting this down was pretty tough. I'm wondering how Otuado is going to do it, but these are the guys I feel will miss out on Qatar. Andy Yadom, Patrick Bozo will miss out. Dennis Nkrumah Kosa, he's also going to miss out in my opinion. Imoro Ibrahim will also probably miss out. Jonathan Mensah also wasn't there, will miss out. Kasim Adams will also miss out. Abdul Momen called up before, never given the chance. So is it now he's going to be given the chance at the biggest stage, which is the World Cup? I doubt it. Ali Seidu, it was pretty tough removing this guy, but I think he might not make the final cut. I could be wrong, but that's what I think. Joseph Edu, another tough one there for me to make. I think Edu should probably be in, and I hope I'm wrong, but it will mean sacrificing another player in another position to accommodate Edu, and it will be someone who will not be happy seeing away. Stefan Ambrosius as well, I think, will not be in Qatar for the World Cup. So these are the defenders that I think will miss out on Qatar. For the midfielders and wingers, I'll mention them together. Salifu Mudasiru, I don't think he will make the cut. Daniel Efriebania, for all the bandwagon talks about Efriebania deserving of that place in Qatar, I'm not on that bandwagon yet. Probably I'm not sold on it yet. I don't think Efriebania will be in the final 26. Say whatever you want, but that is what I think. Edmond Dado has not played enough this season to warrant even a place in the provisional 55 in my opinion. I don't think he should be there. Mubarak Wakasu, I think in the final analysis of things, other players deserve to be in there, and Wakasu is not one of them. Majid Ashimeru was a tough one for me to make, but all in all, despite his calls and his abilities and everything, I think he might not make the final 26. Yao Yeboah is another one who I think will also miss out. Being in there in the first place was quite a surprise to me, honestly. Emmanuel Jesse coming back into the team and not thinking he'll be in the 26. Samuel Owusu as well. Mohamed Dauda also will miss out in my opinion. And Christopher Entry Ejay will miss out on Qatar 2022. For the forwards, I think Kwesi Ocherect will miss out. Caleb Kuban hardly gets playing time with Empoli. Boache Yadom Richmond, I think, will also miss out. Joel Fameye, also because he has not really played under Otuado before. I don't think Otto will send someone like that to the World Cup who he has not played with and watched him play in action. And Nuama, despite all his performances and goals, I don't think this is the stage where Nuama will be given the chance. Mind you, this is my opinion. I think anything is possible. Kamal Sua, a tough one there. I think he should be squeezed in, pushed in some way, somehow. I really do hope I'm wrong with these calls. I think a sacrifice will have to be made. Probably we're up to Fatawi Sahaku to accommodate him, and Ransford, Yeboah, Kunis, Dofa. So these are the 29 players I think we'll miss out on Qatar 2022, leaving us with our 26 players who are there for the World Cup. Let me know your thoughts in the comments box. Do you agree with me? Who did I miss? Who did I include in this one that you don't agree with? Let me know what you think in the comments box. I'll see you guys in the next one. Enjoy your weekend.